Hello there everyone, thank you so much for watching the DayZ podcast. I want to thank all of our Patreon and YouTube supporters for all of their support. It is really much appreciated. I want to thank Malinar, Ken Brown, Tank Dazza, Shane Murphy, Big Dog, Florida AF and Eric Johnson for our Patreon supporters. Much appreciated and much love to you all. And I also want to give a special thank you to our YouTube members, Jake Zero Cool, OG Bricktop, T-Dog, Stud Muffin, Hannah Epps, Zenith777, You My Size, Andrew Boyd, Michael, Darkwing Tate, Daisy Hub, Marson P2, Matt Z, Raymond Normoyle, King Alabar, and Kenny Baker. You are all absolutely fantastic. You are absolute legends. Thank you so much for providing for the show and supporting us in all of our episodes. We really do appreciate it, and we can't wait to see you on the next show, the DayZ podcast. You're going limp. That's fair. Hello everybody, welcome to episode 121 of the DayZ podcast. Hello everyone, hello chat. Hope everyone is doing great. I'm joined by my good friend Dumpgra and Lemons. Lemons is doing something. Probably he's like riding a bicycle through a river again or something. I don't bloody know. But, oh, nice. Very, very nice. Dump, how you doing, mate?
I am doing pretty okay.
Good. Very nice. Very, very nice. I wonder why. No, I really appreciate everybody coming along. I really do. I really do. I know 1.19 is out right now and everybody's probably going to be wanting to play it. So, again, really do appreciate the time that you're going to be spending with us for this episode. So, just a couple of things. It was my birthday and Tuesday just gone. Woo! I want to thank everybody for the happy birthday wishes. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, he is dredging the river. Yeah, he's oh, there he is. Unmuted. How's the river?
Wet.
Wet. Fair enough. Yes, again, thank you very much again for the birthday wishes early this week. I really do appreciate it. It was really nice. I got this for my birthday, which was really comfy. Feel really comfortable. So, hell yes. Don't look at the other, you cheeky fucking bastard. You cheeky shit. But yes, 1.19. We finally got it. We finally played it. Ah, I was at work. Okay, I was at work when they done the stream. Oh, thank you, Archie. G Thor, thank you very much for the kind words. I really do appreciate it. Melbourne, thank you very much for the $5. Here at the beginning, because I have COVID. Bless you, mate. I hope you get better soon. Much love to you, my dude. Thank you. Feathered hair, full beard. Well, not quite as full as it used to be, but yes. But anyway, yes, I was at work. Who actually managed to watch the stream first off before before Thursday?
Okay.
No, did you watch it like live?
Yes.
Yes. Lucky.
I set an alarm. My wife gave me grief, so I woke up 20 minutes late.
Nice.
Yeah, she was all like, "You better not be setting an alarm for 6:30 in the morning." I'm all like, "But I want to watch the DayZ stream." I got in so much trouble for it too.
Oh, bless you. What about you, Lemons? Did you manage to catch it? Yeah.
Yeah, I was like probably 20 minutes late, but there wasn't much at the start, so it wasn't like a big loss. But
no, that's fair enough. I watched the VOD when I got home, and I really enjoyed it. It was a fantastic stream. Clearly staged. I thought it was really funny how when the stream finished, people thought that the 3 characters at the end that killed Sumrak were bots, were AI.
yeah, Fusion AI, it's already coming to DayZ.
Yeah,
right?
dude, it's vanilla now. Yeah, it's a breakthrough. Vehicle physics? Pff, nah, AI, dude. That's what we need.
No, that was the new vehicle physics. AI is going to drive you around now because you guys can't drive.
Oh, there you go.
Everybody's just so used to just flying off into the sky. It's just like, no, we're gonna ground you a little bit. We're gonna ground you. It's perfectly fine. But yes, but the stream was really awesome. It was really interesting. Really enjoyed it. But the driver was obviously DOJ. He missed all of his shots from 20 meters. Yeah, it's probably about right. Yeah. But obviously, we're not here to talk about that stream. The update hit on Thursday, and wow. Yep. I like it.
Wow is right.
I absolutely love it. It certainly takes a lot to get used to the new inertia, though. What do you guys think?
Yes. And no.
Just yes. Okay, no, I'm interested in your thoughts there.
Well, the inertia, obviously, as the first experimental push, has a little bit of tweaking to do. And when I've been playing with a couple of people, I was watching a couple of people play, Archie yesterday and Marks and stuff like that. I've heard people talk about some of the, there's a slight, like, I wouldn't say lag, but it's almost like you're stuttering a little bit every now and then. And I really wonder if maybe there's a little bit of a desync between what the inertia is applying and where the character is supposed to be allowed to go with that inertia. Like maybe it's not fully applied to the character in that minute.
Yeah, I was that was one of the things that took us a little while to kind of get like used to, because obviously 118 when you stop, you just stop, right? And you are right, Melbourne. Reforger has it too, so they're probably just emulating that kind of system. But it was slightly reminiscent of 0.62, but it was a lot less clunky and more smooth. It felt more
refined.
Yeah. And like Archie said, it's a bit delayed when you aim down sight. Reminds me of the pre-alpha days. Well, yeah, I mean that's fair enough. And it's like, and going around like I'm trying to do the zigzag. It was, very
that's
nice to feel.
Point. Archie makes an interesting point, and I think actually some players have been asking for this. I've heard players before in the past and streamers talk about how they want less quick ADS, less quick bringing up the iron sights. Because right now, 1.18, you bring up iron sights like that. So I wonder if maybe this is part of an intended actual feature. I know that's funny. It's a feature, not a bug. But I wonder if maybe it's actually listening to people.
Well, I haven't noticed any ADSing kind of stuff. Then again, the only time I really used a gun last night, I missed my shot. And I legged it. Hey Cobra, how you doing, mate? I hope you're keeping yourself well. Danny Doom, no one. Thank you very much. Sean White, thank you very much for coming in. G4, really interesting comments actually, really cool. But yeah, the inertia. I like it. I think it's really cool, and it's very, very needed because a lot of complaints, especially recently. The game feels too arcadey. You know, the last time they updated anything to do with inertia was 0.62 to 0.63 when they introduced the new player controller. And it was like fantastic at the time. Brilliant, great change. And now that we're getting another one, it's great, fantastic. But I have noticed there are a couple of issues, but obviously, first experimental build, which we need to stress that. There were a couple of issues that I faced. Did you notice anything? Lemons, what about yourself? Actually, Lemons, have you even played it yet?
I have, yeah. So, I when I first started playing, I didn't play like on an official server or anything because I don't have Livonia DLC on PC. I played Livonia on console, I didn't play Livonia on console. I just played Chinoris, and it was pretty good. But like I didn't get to experience the actual meat and potatoes of the update because like most of it is Livonia, right? So I just hopped on PC, and I just kind of checked out all the stuff like through my own private server, and
Mhm.
I'm very intrigued. Like even the stuff that like wasn't really shown off too much. A lot of the stuff is just very, very cool, and a lot of the features they used, and a lot of the methods they did to set up the update, and a lot of the features is just like awesome. Without
Yeah.
disclosing too much pertaining to it. There's just
Yes.
they've really they've shown how much they can do this update. They really flex their muscle in regards to how much can be done if they really apply themselves to it, and
Well, that's it.
it's good
Yeah.
to see that.
Absolutely, absolutely, and it's great that they're really starting to like stretch the boundaries of what they can do. I tried in the Discord. You may have noticed. I tried to make sure that if there was any spoilers, people posting spoilers, to put it in the dedicated thread. Yeah, that didn't work. That didn't work at all. So I've tried to keep away from as much spoilers as possible. I've only limited myself to my gameplay experience. I have heard a couple of things here and there about like the punch card, the bunker, how it functions, which I'm really interested. And something I've talked about is it's great now there's finally a shut up, Honey. Is that where your red 9 comments? You naughty boy. No spoil. Oh yeah, thanks. What was the saying? Lad moment, lad chat moment. But it's stop it, stop it. Oh shit. No, but it's great now. There's a vanilla function to the darkness of the underground bunkers. Because before you'd have to ask like Sumrak for permission to use these kind of functionalities for their own servers, for their own mods and maps. Now, since it's completely vanilla, you can just go ahead, learn how it's done, and implement it, which I am very, very happy with. Really, really happy with. And it's awesome that he transferred that knowledge from the Molsk to vanilla. What do you guys think?
No, it's nice. I know we were just talking about how people used to make underground bunkers up in the sky through modding by teleporting people up in the sky. Well, before you had to mod that in by hand or talk to Sumrak, and it was a complete problem. And now being a vanilla will make it a lot easier not only for modders, but also means that this might be used in other places, like going underground at the Tizzy area. While it's not a full-fledged bunker, down there it should be pretty dark. So it'd be cool to see that being placed there, maybe by vanilla later on,
That would be
where
pretty
the
interesting.
door is
Yeah.
the only light source coming into the stairwell. But yeah, I think
already
it's really
have.
cool.
Yeah, no, that would be really, really cool. I mean, I know, Sean White's saying some couple of things. I just want to bring that up. So let me just see here. Cannot bang up car, keep getting stuck, cannot load mag, everything is damaged everywhere. You need 10 gun cleaning kits. It's getting stupid, to be honest, but they're adding things we don't even want. It's like the reflection in the water. It's a bit unnecessary, to be fair. We didn't really need that. We didn't need it, but it's a really awesome feature. It just kind of proves how much can be added to kind of like flesh out the atmosphere of the game, which is something the game sorely lacks. And the game still needs more at the end of the day. It's about survival, so if you die, it should give you a stats on what you have gained in the whole time you've been alive. That is actually something I've always kind of liked to have. Kind of like a stats kind of thing. I know there's already one when you log out, when you're in the main menu. But having something is like, when you die, it's like, you survive whatever. I know other games implement that kind of feature. I think that's quite interesting. Maybe in the future. But the stuff that they have changed for this update, like with the damaged items when actually spawning in, I have been wanting that for so long. And I'm really, really happy to hear that.
100%. Because I mean, this is at the end of the day, people have to remember this is a hardcore survival game, so they have to play into that. If you're finding
also,
like brand new items, it's
the
just
damaged
kind of
weapons and damaged states of items is a old feature coming back that they just never got around to implementing, and it actually adds to the game. I was talking with somebody about it the other day, and one of the cool things about this is that not finding pristine or even pristine weapons all the time means that when you do find a pristine weapon, it's like a gold mine because you now know that weapon won't jam until for quite a while. So it's heavenly to find it. And I know people are talking about maybe having to use a lot of gun cleaning kits, but it's cool that you can find that many gun cleaning kits to repair it. Because
Yes.
I remember when this was first introduced, gun cleaning kits were a rarity.
Yeah. Yes, I can. I
I
wasn't
remember.
around
I
for that
remember
time,
tents.
but
Oh yeah, I remember tents filled with guns that were badly damaged. That were like, yeah, that's for all the newbies. This is for all the people who are new that are old to the group. And we had our worn weapons and gun cleaning kits.
yeah. But it's really I quite like the changes personally because it's like you have to kind of focus and think about a lot more of your equipment. Like if you have nothing and you find like a damaged, I don't know, a damaged IJ with a damaged mag, you're not gonna. I mean, realistically, you wouldn't drop it. I know Cobra, well, he doesn't touch that stuff, but but it's I personally would pick it up even if I had nothing there, you know. And having worn stuff would be great if they could expand that as well, you know. So there is a chance where it's not quite pristine, but it's not quite banged up. That would be great as well. So maybe if they completely expand it, if they haven't already, that would be ideal. But I mean, that's what I think. But yeah, it's all to indirectly balance the PvP slowdown. That's what Melbourne said. And that's the thing. I think the devs, they've been listening to the community for quite some time, and they're trying to lean back on the arcadey feel of the game, which I think is the best direction.
Another thing too you have to remember too is, in some way, having more damaged items or more tattered items and stuff where you have to find things and have to build up your items, it gives the game more replayability. Because if you had all your pristine items and all that your ducks in a row right when you start playing, you have no reason to start going out and searching. You have your loot already. You have the stuff you want. But when it's damaged or when it's ruined, you want to keep looking. You want to keep searching to find find better quality, or B, you want to keep searching to try and find the tools to repair it. So it adds more replayability to the game and more chances for you to have an experience you maybe not have before. So
yeah,
is you going out to find a sewing kit, that could be the thing that causes you to find a freshie or get into an altercation or like a gunfight or something like that. And that's something that you wouldn't have done before, potentially. So
no, that's it. That's a good point. Yeah, in Archer, you do actually hit the nail on the head. Now that the player inertia has been expanded on, now they could maybe focus on the infected. I mean, obviously the infected is a large part of the game, but they definitely do need a little bit of love now. Once 1.19 has been worked on a bit more, it's hit stable, maybe we could get that for the next update. But obviously that's thinking way too ahead. Well, just got this update. We can't be like, oh, we need this. We should be like, okay, this needs fixing, this needs adjusting, this is what you guys need to work on, and whatever else. So I think that's the most important thing. And something I've been seeing around on Twitter is a lot more people posting about the feedback tracker. In fact, I saw somebody who made a bot, so if you type in !feedback, you actually get given the link to the feedback tracker. These are for like people's streams, which I think is a really good thing. Really, really good thing. But but it's nice. It's nice. Didn't they add less gun jams and stuff? I do believe they adjusted some things
they
to do with that.
decreased it by 50%.
So
because weapon magazines now make a gun jam easier if they're damaged, because they're so common, they've decreased weapons jamming on their own by about 50%. So
well, that's good. I think that's a really good change considering the balance. But one thing that I'm really happy for, and Sean White's just said this in chat, and this is something we've talked about quite a few times in the podcast, is under the map glitch, swimming under the map.
Oh yeah. That's really cool.
They say that they fixed it. Fantastic. But I want to see footage evidence. I want to see video evidence to make sure that it's actually been fixed. Do you have something
Best
like
part
that?
Though
what
is they added drowning back in, which I can approve. actually works. So even if you get into the map because you're a sneaky little shit, you will drown.
Yes, so it's the best of both worlds. So when I saw that they added drowning, and I've seen a couple of snippets of like the actual drowning effect, I was like, oh my, they brought it back. That's so cool. And
was cool. Sorry.
And
Sorry.
no, it's okay. And also the fact that when you're in water, you're actually walking now. I mean, these are small, simple things, but it's stuff that we used to have.
Yeah.
And
I do want to say about the whole drowning thing. Now, when you drive your car into water or somehow you crash into water that submerges you, you can actually now open the door and get out and float to the surface, and you don't instantly go uncon or blackout.
That's good. That is really, really good.
Which is a really horrible thing.
And yes, you do drown when swimming after so much time.
Mm-hmm. Archie, you're a sadistic fuck. I can't wait to break a fish's legs, lock him in a container, and wait for the tide to come in. Honestly, mate, mood. I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see all the kind of funny stuff people work out with the drowning. That's going to be really, really awesome. But again, it's like I say these are small things. These are kind of somewhat major features that the game used to have, and it's good that they're finally coming back. And people can argue, oh, they should have been brought back ages ago. But the point is that they're finally here. They finally got the time. They finally worked on it. It shows that they're bringing more love to the game. Because before, people were talking about they were losing faith and that, but the outreach, the response, and like everything like that has been very, very positive. Very, very positive. And I've seen a few naysayers. I've seen a couple of people not happy about the Humvee, which I do want to talk about a little bit. Seeing that they're not happy that the Humvee was added, they should have added something else. Which to me, it's like it's a mixed bag. But I want to hear your guys' thoughts on that before I say my piece.
Well, there's been such discourse going on about that because it's been like this for years where people want military vehicles, but they're like, no, we want civilian vehicles, And I mean, the Hummer, I'm not sure if you guys have seen much about it, but the only thing that's bulletproof about it is the windows. The actual metal plates on the vehicle you can penetrate them pretty easily. It's only the windows themselves that are bulletproof, which functionality-wise or realistically doesn't make a lot of sense. But I could see why in a balancing way at least they did that. Or that could just be a bug. It could very well just be a bug as well. But yeah. But I think that like this isn't any crazy vehicle. It's not like one of those BDRMs or whatever you call them, or like the giant tanks or anything like that. It's a Hummer. They have civilian ones as well. Or sorry, it's a Humvee, but they have civilian models as well. And like, if it's rare enough, which it is, I think on Chernarus there's only like 4 that spawn at once.
I don't know the actual spawn rates quite yet.
No.
Yeah, but I mean, even then, like, if it's the only 4 that spawn, it gives the players more incentive of something to work towards. It may not be a helicopter or a plane or something or anything like that, but it gives them something that it gives them like a late game goal.
Definitely.
I've seen the wrecks and they're quite cool, but Dump, I want to hear your thoughts on them because I remember we had a little talk about it. I think it was the other day, and I was like, no, it's got to be a Humvee, and you're like, nope, it's not going to be a Humvee. It's gonna be the truck. Boy.
Yeah, I was wrong.
Yeah,
and I have another thing to say I'm wrong about later. But the Humvee is cool, and I know some people have talked about like the bulletproof glass once it's fully like ruined, you still can't shoot through it. And I know Lemons just mentioned that you can shoot through the vehicle, but being a person who's worked with fire geometry a bit with my my building fortification, the damage applied to the player inside, I would like to see that stat when someone shoots through it. Because if someone shoots through a Humvee and you only receive like, I don't know, they shoot with a Mosin, which is like 140 damage, and you only get 10 damage, that's clutch. Compared to like an auto where you might take like 80 damage from that shot.
Yeah.
So that's something for people to consider. Even though you can shoot through it, how much of that velocity and damage is actually being applied to the player after it's shot? Because it's going through, and the fire geometry slows down the bullet, which slows down the damage, shock value, damage, and stuff like that. So I'm excited about to see that kind of stuff. As far as
Yeah.
the Hummer as a whole, I didn't want it. But at the same time, now that I see it's in and I see its capabilities, I actually don't have that much of a problem with it.
Mm.
I am happy the way that Experimental has balanced it so far, and I'm happy that they've introduced another more all-terrain vehicle other than the Auto, which is actually pretty cool because if you think about it, other than the truck, which is really slow, the Auto was the best all-terrain vehicle for most people. And now they introduced the Humvee. We now have almost kind of a king all-terrain vehicle. Like maybe the Humvee shouldn't be considered a armored vehicle, but maybe it should be more of a off-road transport where if somebody starts running through the woods, that Humvee might come through the bushes after you. Like, you know, they're not going to get slowed down by that hill.
Yeah, absolutely. And with the Humvee, obviously, like I said, it came with the Rex, and the Rex look really nice. You can kind of tell that they've used obviously the same model as the non-Rec version, because the emissive map for like the lights and stuff like that still there. It threw me off, but I will say that I'm really happy the Humvee has been added. It's the second, if you count the cargo truck, it's the second military vehicle in the game. And what an update to introduce it. What an update. Now, I will state I have not driven any vehicle in this new update yet, so I can't really comment too much on the vehicle physics. So I have heard good things. I've heard some mixed things. I have seen a hilarious clip of somebody going at over 2 million miles per hour, getting like essentially teleported across the map, everything going black, and they hear all the sounds of like the infected and the animals at once. It was fucking hilarious. I was like, I don't think funny. That's supposed to happen. But with the new features,
that's awesome.
Oh, bless your heart, mate. Oh, Johnny, bless your heart. But it was, but the stuff that they added, kind of like fleshing out how the vehicles work. And from my understanding, they work. Obviously, it's in Fusion vehicle physics, but is it in Fusion vehicle mechanics? Now I know they've introduced the automatic transmissions, which is configurable servo side, I believe, but I don't know much about it. I don't know. Can you guys fill me in a little bit if you know anything a bit more about it? Please say you know something more about it.
I honestly, besides my basic knowledge of how vehicle physics worked before this update, don't know a whole lot about it. I can't speak to the fact that the wheels now dynamically move with the terrain. They're no longer so rigid that you clip through most of the stuff and then it suddenly bounces onto it. But like as far as I'm concerned, I went 90 miles an hour at one of the railroad tracks and jumped the Livonia River, which was hella fun. But I've gotten into probably 2 or 3 crashes into a tree in God mode with the thing, and it seems like the vehicles are quite more robust, including the internals. Like, it seems like once I ruined my hood, the internals became far easier to damage. But before that, it was like, I think 2 crashes before I ruined my hood, going at least 50 or above. So they're a little bit more stronger now.
That's good. That is actually really awesome. I know I've seen... No, go on, mate. Go
on. To answer Rokopus's question, yeah, if you actually look carefully, you can actually see the curved flat leaf spring underneath it moving up and down with the tire.
It's nice. It's a nice little touch. It's the little details that I really, really like. Hey, Wellerton. Hope you're doing all right, mate. Hope you're doing well. And I know they've introduced like some things like the glow plugs, which is awesome. Obviously, they're going to be for the Hummer. Lemons, what do you
transit bus?
One day we'll get the party bus back. We'll get the Weeb. I mean, the party bus. Yeah, definitely party bus. Never. What have you experienced anything much about the new vehicle physics?
So I've played Reforger. I've played with the vehicle physics on that. I've seen what it's like in past Armored titles, right? And I've seen what it's like in DayZ. There is a huge difference. Is it a bad difference or is it a good difference? I think it's a good difference. You know, a lot of the stuff, like it feels they feel a lot more weighted. They don't lose traction as easy in high speed. The only thing I've noticed is when you start to top over, like if you're in a Gunter, you can go up to like 180, 190
Yeah.
kilometers an hour. You could probably top out like over 200, but like I've noticed once you get to like into the 185 plus range, maybe a little lower than that, you can sometimes have your game can sometimes like lag, and that might just be it processing in new terrain, or it could have been because I was using a local server. So that may very well not be something that happens in like a public thing, but at least in my sandbox, like my test bed I was using, I did have that happen at higher speeds.
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty interesting, and it only happened at those higher speeds too. If I was going any slower than those and driving through like any busy towns or anything, it wouldn't happen. It was only if I was going above that threshold, which I found was pretty interesting. But it handles terrain well. Like Dumpgrad was saying, you can do some crazy jumps that you wouldn't have been able to do before. Like you would have, your car would have been in space half the time. Or I mean, it handles practical situations a lot more practical than it did before. Because you'd think that if a car crashed into a wall, it was going to crash into the wall. But as we know in DayZ, if a car crashed into a wall, it's going to the low Earth orbit. You know, so I mean,
but
I'm pretty satisfied with it.
That's good. I'm really hoping to find a vehicle during experimental. I really, really am. I know in the stream
you know what?
bruh, what are you doing? What's this? Oh, he's already got it up. Okay.
You keep talking though. I just thought I'd throw a song in the background because I can at least show off a bit of the vehicles, you know.
As we can see here, the Lemons has activated the Humvee. It looks and sounds really nice.
It does.
You got your park and brake on.
Your park and brake.
Bruh, rude.
There you go.
There you go. It looks really nice.
Oh, 100%. The one thing I was kind of worried about this, and I hope they kind of, I hope they'll do something to address it, but I think the camera is a bit too like heavy on it.
Oh. Terrible.
There we go. But yeah, I think the camera is a bit too close up on it, at least in my opinion, because like
they need to bring that
take
back
up
a
most
little
of
bit.
the yeah.
No, if they brought it back a little bit, I think that would be more beneficial.
Yeah.
But no, it looks really nice, and I mean, obviously it's just imported straight from Reforger, but I still find it really interesting that they're bringing back. They're bringing back. Yeah. IR Corpus said drive first person fool. It does look. It looks sick. It looks really nice.
And if you look at if you like, I'll do a jump up here, but if you look at the suspension, like you'll see it rise and like look at that.
Yeah.
I mean, hold on.
That is nice. Oh, it's sick.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys
The
think about the
whole,
whole automatic transmission thing?
I actually, you know what? Is somebody who is British, and we don't usually do automatic. I think it's a really welcome feature, and if servers want to have automatic vehicles, great. That's one less thing to worry about. But if people want to have the manual vehicles, again, it's configurable, and that's the best thing about
100%.
it.
Yeah.
And that's the thing I like to make a note of with this update. So obviously we spoke about inertia just before, but they did say that if you did still prefer the old inertia system, you can easily configure it to that setting, and that's the best thing that they're doing. And that's one thing. We've talked about it on the show before, but we've noticed they are letting server owners and communities have a lot more functionality and control over their servers, which is great. Now I can already see, like, there'll be deathmatch servers, which would be like, the 118 like maneuvering system, and then you'll have some deathmatch servers which will be like more tougher because you got the new one. And I think it's going to be a really great kind of transition, so you have a feel of the both of them.
Yeah.
I like that. I really, really like that.
100%. The best part too about it too is it's for both platforms. You know, it's not just limited
Yeah.
to PC. These are things that people on console could edit as well if they really want to. And
Which
just
is
the
a more
fact that they're
side
being
view
very
wheels.
inclusive between the two platforms, it's just really nice to see that.
What did you say, Dump?
Go to the more side view of the wheels. I want people to see actually the suspension working as you're driving.
Yeah.
Like a full side view. I don't care if you crash.
That is nice. That is really nice.
As you can see, the wheels are actually, moving up and down, stuff like that. It's so nice. One of the things I noticed too is I never heard a wheel screech. I'm not sure if many people know of this, but if you are driving a vehicle in 0.62, sometimes your vehicle can get stuck in the ground and you hear dragging, like, right? Well, in this update, you don't have to take the wheel off or on anymore. It just automatically places itself on the ground like butter. It's beautiful, which also means that cars will have less of a chance of, on server restarts, clipping in the ground, I believe, which means less servers going nom-nom on cars.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And it's good, you know, DayZ, I know we'll talk about it every update, but DayZ is just getting better and better. One thing I was really surprised with, an addition of a second gun to this update. Obviously, there's the SSG, which I'm going to feel really bad for saying this, but I can't exactly remember who figured it out. But whoever did figure it out, and the fact that you got it right, you're mad. You're fantastic, but you're mad, because that gun is quite interesting. I've seen a couple of bits and bobs of it. The fixed scope looks really nice, and the scope effects look really nice as well. Now,
oh my god, sorry.
Bad
Johnny Bravo's just reminding me of a situation. I was on stream and my car started acting up on me, like bouncing up and down and acting out. And I got out of the car and I scolded the car so badly on stream. It stopped doing what it was doing and went back to normal. Oh my god.
So yeah, as you can see here, you know, it's a really, really nice gun. The materials look fantastic, and it's quite interesting that they're starting to go with more fixed more fixed iron sight weapons, which is actually iron sight scope weapons, sorry. Which is really cool. One more, lads, on DayZ community servers. There are 4,234 servers rented already. Xbox, that is, though. Phew.
Wow.
That's crazy. Wow. That's actually... Oh, that sound, though.
Oh, you heard that? Oh, yeah.
I forgot about that.
Hold on.
Oh, that is so nice. Oh, I thought it was gone there. So, are you able to... Oh, I'm waiting for it. Oh, God. That's another thing that they did add, and they did touch on in the stream, is items now have a sound when you throw it, depending on the surface. Oh, dear. And I know some mods have already introduced that, but again, something less for them to have to work on if it's a vanilla feature. Now, obviously, it's going to be expanded on as time goes on. Oh. You know, you guys know you can drive in debug zone now. I thought you already could, to be fair.
No.
Oh, no, your car would blow up. Like, it would die. Like...
I don't know. I've never really tried it. But,
I feel like this is a, I don't know how true that is. I mean, we can find that out real quick, but I mean...
But
I feel like I'm going to get, like, compacted.
So
yeah?
can you shoot the gun and, like, and like, you know, just use it? Okay, so I've heard a couple of bits and bobs from people on Twitter and whatnot that the reloading animation, like actually cocking it, looks a bit robotic. Oh, we just got a ping. Cobra DayZ 1.19 is now following. Naughty boy, thank you very much, much appreciated. So, I can understand what people are saying, that it looks decent, but you can definitely tell it looks stiff in some aspects.
Definitely.
But,
and maybe that's to do... Sorry.
But I'm not going to harp on too much about it, because the main thing I'm really happy for with this gun, new animations. Just like that. New animations. We've got pistol grip animations for rifles. I have been waiting for that for so long. I'm going to go back to Happy Bombs. I'm going to be like, hey, can I revisit this, please? In like the R700, and be like, can we try this, please? Can we try and get this sorted out? But that's great. And then you got the BK-12, awesome. Which...
Yeah.
Some people were kind of thinking if it's going to be a... You can't open the inventory, can you?
You already know.
Yeah. Spawn another survivor.
New survivor, yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on.
So people were talking about how they were hoping that this new shotgun was going to be like a blaze, where you got the top and the bottom. But I actually really like the fact that it's not, and I really like the fact that it is a single shot. The gun itself looks really interesting. It looks really nice, very reminiscent of the double barrel, but you can definitely tell that it's more made recently. Like, the quality of the actual texture work is better, but more refined. I like that made in Russia in the left there. It looks really, really nice. It looks really nice.
It is nice.
It's honestly, it is nice to have another single barrel, weapon. Like, you know, we had the IZH 18 or the BK-18, but it's nice to have this because.
So you know what's interesting too?
Yeah.
So fun fact about that too. I don't know why it is like this internally, but within the files, this is actually referred to as the IZH 18 shotgun.
Yeah, it's because the BK-43 was originally called the IZH 43, I believe it was.
Yeah, my bad. But they make a clear distinction between the two class names. They're not that similar.
And the reloading animation's quite nice. It's probably just using the IZH ones, but still really, really cool, really nice. And another change now that you're at this kind of time on Livonia. I don't know if it's the same with Chernarus, but they did say that they did change how the lighting is, especially if it's like midday, which looks very familiar, and it's really nice. I'm not too sure if it'll be the same for Chernarus, but it definitely is for Livonia. But it feels brighter. It feels more.
Yeah. It almost feels like there's more saturation to it, right? A little bit more green, a little bit more vibrant. Not a lot, just a little bit.
Like this. Like, this is kind of like it. Yeah, it's nice. It's a really good feeling. We need more than one puzzle bunker. Please, DayZ devs, if you're in chat. I have no idea what you're talking about, so just a clarification for any newcomers. I have personally not seen anything to do with the bunker. I do know that it uses the underground lighting effects that Namosk has, and I know you need the punch card to get in. That is all I know. All I know. And I like to keep it that way until I play. So, no idea what you're talking about with a puzzle bunker, but that's made me excited. That's made me very excited. That's very nice. It is a very, very nice model.
It is.
Still wondering what that is, though. 2608.
That'd be a date?
Could be. I don't know.
Yep. I mean,
Hmm.
yeah, August is. That's July, right? No, that's August.
That's August 26th.
Yeah, so that'd be August 26th. Maybe this is the date the devs hoped for.
maybe.
But then they heard my awesomeness and we're all like, yes,
I'm a
don't girls
full
right.
teaser.
October.
What?
But no, just like the quality on this texture, though. I
It's
mean, like,
so nice. Like,
look how crisp the numbers are.
I know.
Yeah.
I'd love to know how they've done it because having stuff like that so small it's difficult. So unless it's a 4K texture, then
That'd be
who
cool,
knows? Who knows? But I can't wait to look into that when it hits stable because I'm intentionally not looking at the game files, to obviously avoid
I'm also
spoilers
curious.
as well.
You think this might be in Polish?
Oh yeah, no, it is.
This
It's
little scribbly thing up here, because I know Livonia is based out of Poland, but it looks like a bit of nonsense up there, you know. So,
yeah. So I'm very interested to see where this is going to go. But obviously, when it comes down to it, this update is started to. It's a solid update so far. Obviously, there are some issues which I do want to talk about. That's a nice animation there. I do.
Nice. That's a new one, right? The thumb holding it.
Yeah, it is. But there are issues that I do want to talk about that Experimental has come up with, which obviously we do hope will be addressed and fixed before it hits stable. And I'm not too sure if what I'm going to just about to mention happens on like high ping servers, but I noticed with the new inertia system, if you collide with a wall or whatever else, you hitch, you get stuck. And I've noticed that a lot with like trees and bushes. I get stuck and you have to back out and you have to. It's I wouldn't say it's annoying, but it's very inconvenient.
you see that right there?
Yeah.
If I walk off the cliff, you can see I can get the magnet back on. Or hold on. Oh. See? That was keeping me on.
Yeah.
You can see I almost walked off the ledge there.
Absolutely, yeah.
Or even just like I get stuck on the I think it was this floor, but I think I get stuck on the wall. Right? Yep. There it is.
So as you said, Muffin, that's not due to high ping, which is why I didn't know, because I've barely played a vanilla XP server, just been playing community. So obviously you got to take that with a pinch of salt already.
So just to clarify as well, lad, I don't believe this is actually tied to the whole player inertia thing. This is their different mechanic they have with slopes.
Yes, no, you mentioned that before, which I actually really like, because I hated the fact that you would like try and like go off of a ledge very slowly and you'd get launched like 50 miles per hour. It was so annoying.
Here, I'll take this the cam because that has a pretty steep hill.
Yeah,
I've died a few times off there, but there we go. Even on like the logs, usually that would send you flying if you hit one of these.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, one good thing to point out to folks is that if you want to do what you used to do when running down slopes, you can still jump and do just as well as you used to when you used to go forward a little bit. So it's not like you're stuck to the terrain 100%. Just push spacebar to jump a little bit or jump on console, and you'll go further probably than you did before, and it might hurt you. Who knows?
They definitely need to turn it down because you can practically walk down rocks just like that.
You saw that,
and that's
eccentric.
Yeah, they definitely. I understand. Obviously, they've pushed it to the limits just to make sure, just to see how well it can work. But
I mean, even that, I just kind of slid down that, you know, like.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's good to slide down, right? Because you are sliding down your feet. But whatever. But it might be interesting because remember how you used to want to like fall to the ledge just slightly below you, and you couldn't do that because you would get like pushed too far forward. I wonder if there's going to be new tactics in PvP now because people can actually fall to new areas without going too far forward anymore.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
And one
And
thing,
another thing I want to cut in real quick about too is that I do want to show off that this just came up. One thing they patched, I'm not sure
the
if anyone else
camera.
has experienced this much, but if you're falling, usually your camera would either be delayed, it would track too slow or track too fast from the player. But now, even regardless of where you're falling, it stays parented to the character, which is just like
great.
that feels so nice.
It's great. It's really, really
Oh my
nice.
gosh. Nice.
Like just look at that. I mean, like, and you just keep going with it because usually it would be either delayed or too fast, and then it would kind of have to rubber band back to the character, you know?
Yeah, the camera would move faster than the actual character, so it's nice that they address that. Again, it's the small things that they've. Oh god.
There we go.
That was
I'm
his
just showing that
fault,
off.
James.
No, they just need to
Yeah,
fix
that's
the
not- that was the
repeat and
game's
full
fault,
in
I'm just-
animation.
Yeah.
But no, they definitely need to tweak this quite a bit more, honestly, to make it better. But overall, the change is welcome, but it needs to be fine-tuned.
Why are they now implementing stuff from Arma 2 DayZ mod, like running uphill slows you down? See, that's the thing that's happened with the new player controllers, that there were some things that were kind of like left behind. Obviously in the alpha, that's all I can speak on because I never played mod, just as a clarification for any newcomers. If you would go up a hill, you'd walk. If you go down, you'd walk. And obviously they got rid of that so you could just sprint up and down. But now there was... would it be considered an exploit? Or just...
I mean, kind of, yeah, because it can be used as an exploit.
Yeah, so in 1.18 and before, if you run up a hill, you would be like straight up. But now they've toned that down, so they kind of like match it to slow you down, which is great. But they've done it in a very tasteful way where you're not walking. I know DRIL has that feature back, which I gotta give credit. It's a pretty unique feature to have back, especially in modern DayZ. It's great. But what the devs have done here, more tasteful, I think. More tasteful.
Yeah, and that feature was back in 0.62 with pre. It wasn't only just the mod. And it really changed the dynamic because back then you had infinite stamina. And you can nowadays if you change the config settings, by the way. But like Lad said, it was tastefully done now, so you're not down to a walk, but like if somebody was jogging up the thing and I sprinted, I could catch up to them up a tall hill. But now, even if I sprint, I still can't catch up to them as fast as before. So, like, it has good PvP potential to make it so people who run up hills have to make that choice. And that was cool.
Fucking Lemons being the drift king right there. Wow, that was sick, dude.
That was
like
good.
pausing like this and going to like reverse and then hold on. There we go.
Oh, he
you missed it. You missed it.
I missed it. Hold on. You can J turn freshies now though. I love that. I know Archie's probably gonna appreciate that. Hold on. Oh.
That's still nice, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
I can only assume a lot of modded vehicles, are going to have issues.
There we go. Now I did it.
There we go.
That's what I was trying to do.
But
it's just so fun. I mean, like this alone. I mean, the vehicles feel so different. I'm not sure if you guys saw that earlier, but when I was hitting the jumps and stuff, you could see like the
the
like
suspension
that just
start to go a little bit.
smooth.
Yeah. What's it like when you drive
definitely.
first person?
Yeah.
Honk the
Do
horn
your little thing. You honk the horn, yeah.
again.
No. Really do it like you're in rush hour traffic. There you go.
Okay, so that's one thing. The horn, awesome, and I know there was a car horn mod that used similar animations, which was great. But they really need to up that horn sound.
Yes. I have to say, Sumrak was being pressured to show it off on the stream, and he kept saying no because he was so shy about how quiet it was. And he also thought it was going to make an animal noise.
Yeah.
So, like, it was so cute, though. He's like, no, I don't want to show it off. No, I don't want to show it off. No, I know. And the entire chat is going, horn, hashtag horn.
Oh, mate. Exactly. Hang on 2 seconds.
Uh-oh. Yep, there you go. See, look at that, guys. Took that hit and the vehicle's still driving. So much more robust. Do I like the change? I got different opinion on that.
Just give us a second here. My Chrome closed itself.
Also, it's a lot easier to drive with 3 tires now.
Yes.
What's that?
Right.
It's easier to drive with 3 tires now. If you stop and take off a tire, you'll see how easy it is.
Oh yeah.
Because now the vehicle, once it gets up to speed, levels out so much quicker. Oh, there's the third one. Or second one. Yeah, you're an editor.
Yeah. It's a blessing that I'm actually driving the car right now, even.
For some reason, actually, I can't watch that short. It will not let me.
I say use short if you want to watch me scold a car from 1.15.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Oh, look at that even too. Your hands, when you're going over the bumps, your hands actually react to them. I didn't even realize that.
Oh, that is nice.
Nice.
Like reactive steering. That's really cool.
Bad car. Do not
And then when you level out, it doesn't do
fuck
that.
with me.
That's really cool.
Yeah, you saw the lad pick. You saw the psycho lad pick. All right, yeah. Get it out of your system. The points feature is still not working. I'm still trying to fix it. Boyd, he posted something to me and I couldn't get it working. I'll talk to your Boydie after the show. We'll try and work it out.
Look at the wheels go all the way down when he was in the jump. Like they had nothing pushing up on them.
Look at that. Look at this crash though. Like that's a good crash.
Mm-hmm.
And then there you go. Those were wondering, I flipped on that rock, so that was just the car flipping on its own.
For some reason, it's linking me to a studio version of that. Shit, I don't know why.
Like, just look at the way they interact with like, the rocks, you know? Like, you could not do that before.
No.
Not
It's
a
cool that
chance.
there's a wheel on the back of the hatch now, the spare wheel.
Oh yeah, 100%. I think they have it in the Sarka, they already had the Ada, and then the Olga as well. So I think that's like really cool because they're adding more storage options, you know, and it's like what we've seen in mods before too. Because there's been mods where you can like hold like a crate in there, or you can hold an extra wheel, you know. So like I'm curious to see how much more they'll allow. Like imagine being able to put like a sea chest in the back there, you know.
Now the question is, what happens if you drive in the water?
Oh yeah, go in the water. Oh, you're an editor though. You're God moded no matter what. I wonder if the new features affect.
You want to see the new bleeds?
The new blades are very nice.
Oh,
Yeah,
did you hear that?
you're God moded.
Did you hear that though? He was making drowning sound effects.
I did hear that. Yeah.
Hold on.
Just bear with. I just need to configure. Oh my god, that's cursed.
I am curious to see who actually ended up doing that though, like recording that. Because could that be what Scotty was talking about a while back when they were doing sounds?
2 seconds there, Lemons. I want to show off a clip that was made from Dump. Dump sent it to us. I want to show it off. I've not seen this before yet, so just bear in mind.
Bad car. Do not fucking fuck with me.
Holy shit.
Okay, good car. Thank you.
And did it work after that?
As I was saying.
Yeah, I did okay.
Nice.
Mine was from Twitch. Archie, get good. I'm kidding.
I think my clip doesn't work because I'm still logged into the to the podcast. This go YouTube, maybe. But no, the new vehicle changes really, really awesome. I really like them.
Yep.
Another thing I'd like to bring
and
up too in regards to changes. Yeah, what's up, Demcrat?
we can repair gas tanks now. People have been
With
complaining
the
about it for a
blowtorch.
while.
Yes.
The blowtorch can now repair your car and the gas tanks. And I saw it earlier. What do you do with the wrench now? You can mine rocks. Congratulations, you're no longer playing Far Cry 2. You can now repair the engine with a blowtorch, and your wrench can mine rocks. I'm not sure if anybody's ever played Far Cry 2, but that's how you used to repair your engine. You pull a wrench out, you put it over the radiator cap, and you twist it a couple times. Your engine was fixed.
There you go. Here, I'll get one of these in.
I feel sorry for the
There we
pipe
go.
wrench.
Yeah.
Justice for pipe wrench. That's nice.
I mean, the pipe wrench is still a pretty good melee tool.
yeah, probably, but
Don't worry, I'll give it a new function.
Just look at the quality on that model, though, eh? I mean, like,
it's nice.
oh, that's gone. That's awesome.
So
right.
what were we going to say,
Here's
Lemon?
blowtorch number 2. So the thing I was gonna say, and I think a lot of people on console are gonna appreciate this, but with the new update, they've given us some new things to play around with, and some of which are actually terrain pieces. So, well, sorry, not necessarily terrain pieces, but if we go into terrain here, we've got forest patches here that we can use, and we've got grass patches as well,
That is nice.
which is a very small thing, but for people who want to do overgrowth or want to do like cool stuff like that on console, now they can have the chance to do that, you know. And the other cool thing is too, we've got water reservoirs now. So we got this
Yeah.
plate little guy, this guy little guy here, this 50 by 50. And then we also have the one from the bunker.
Why is the water in
The
the
water.
bunker? Why is the water in the bunker?
Nope,
It's
we're
wet.
going too
It's
far.
wet.
We're
I
going
can't
too
spoil
far.
it. It's because it's wet.
Because it is wet.
Yep.
I mean, it's
There
a
you go.
bunker, lad. Bunkers go underground.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
One thing I want to talk about as well is for any of those who are creative out there and like being maniacal bastards, you know, you could now there's scaling in console as well. You could flood Chinoris if you really want to,
Oh yeah, there you go.
and look at the water reflections as well.
It actually
There you go.
stays.
That's another feature.
Yes, that's one thing
we have
that
that.
we touched on before, and I'm so happy that was introduced. It's such a small thing, but it's like it's so good, and that's part of Infusion as well. That's an EMAT. And it's nice that they fleshed it out a lot more. And Stud Muffin just said, "It's moist, just like you, lad." Stop.
Oh my gosh.
Stop.
But speaking about the new features, the GPS.
Oh, there you go.
I literally was so my heart fell from my chest when they put up the GPS. I'm all like, "Oh no, DayZ, what have you done?" And then they explained how it works by default, by the way, and I was so happy. It's what I wanted, right? But I'm also happy to announce, and if anybody doesn't know, the GPS is also configurable server side to the configurable abilities. I love that. So keep it up, DayZ. You can also make it so there is configurable options. One is ignoring map ownership, so you don't necessarily need to have the map on you to be able to use the GPS properly. The other one is map ownership items. And then finally, you can display the player position itself. So if you're let's say, a not vanilla or hardcore server, you can turn on this option, and when a player has a GPS and a map, they can see exactly where they are on the map instead of it just being coordinates of a grid. But the default settings are perfect. I love them to death. But I'm so happy they gave options for other playstyles as well.
And that's the thing, it's not like it's even like overpowered where, as you said, it doesn't really show off where you are exactly. It just shows off you kind of like rough coordinates where you are. But you still have to figure out on a map where you are. And that's
by default, definitely.
I really, really like that.
Yeah. Well, it's exactly the thing I talked about when we were talking about GPS. So back in episode 104, I believe, 105, I believe, that you should have a GPS, you should have a compass, and you should have a map. And that's how you would do it in wilderness survival. As far as I remember, when I was going around in the woods with my friends and stuff, my father had, somebody had told him the longitude and latitude of the world, and he used that to find where we were.
Hmm. I'm just saying, scale speeder said it can show exactly where you are. I mean, yeah, it shows the coordinates, but you still have to figure out where those coordinates are on your map. So you still have
But
to
that's
take
by
time to
default.
You
learn
can
that.
enable though
Yeah.
that actually
That's by
shows
default.
a dot where the player is. So if you have your thing
right,
turned on,
okay, yeah, I'm following.
it'll
that's-
I'm
show a
following.
dot
that's
on
the-
the map.
Yeah, that was the options I was talking about. It
Right,
allows
okay, I'm
servers
following.
who don't want to be vanilla or harder to show exactly where they are.
Right, okay, I'm following you now. Okay, so,
Yeah.
right. Okay, I'm dumb. Thanks for
Another
the
thing I like to talk
clarification.
about too, though, is if you look, there's actually more icons showing off certain parts of the map that weren't there before. Like you have like this showing
So
off that's a
expansion.
fire station, and you have the police station and stuff like that. So it's more similar to what you would have when you're using iSurvive, So
Yeah.
it's just it makes the tourist map more of a feasible option for people on PC and console. Because I know on console, majority of the people just use iSurvive and they don't use the tourist map because of just how broken it was on console. And to add to that as well, on console they changed the controls on how to handle it because it was really you had to use like the D-pad and you had to use stuff like you had to use like the triggers to size it and stuff like that. It was just really confusing. But now they made it super simple. The right sticks to resize it, and the left sticks move move the map around. So you can't mess that up.
Yeah, so I'm gonna send you some screenshot skills for you to send me, lad.
Yes,
I believe
put it in this
this.
chat.
Oh, sorry. I'll put it in the chat. Apologies. Dub Graw being stupid. Yeah, I said it. Get used to it. But this is showing people where they are. So
Right.
the dot isn't 100% on top of the player, but it is really, really close. That's like probably less than like maybe 100 meters. Like 100 meters max.
What time is the Xbox update release? Still haven't got it. Pacific time. It should be out. The Livonia
So it was
section.
released yesterday.
Yeah.
Just to clarify, though, it's not being released to the base game. This is being released to the experimental. And the experimental is just so you're able to test the game out before it's released to the base game. We're not sure when it's being released to the base game. But if you want to play this update, you'll have to download the experimental version on Xbox. You can't just play it through normal DayZ. And you have that already. So it should be in your if you go into your games and apps on Xbox, it should be next to your DayZ. So you don't have to worry about having looked at this Microsoft store or anything like that to find it. So
Hit M.
I just have to restart my game real quick because I broke it opening the map and editor.
Well done. Well done.
No, because they have the map functionality on there too.
Yeah. No, I do want to say that because see, this is the thing. I haven't had a chance for me to test all these things out. So it's really great that you guys are telling me about it, because at the end of the day, we're showing these kind of features off, and it's stuff that I don't even know about, which is great. And it's the one thing I've always really loved about DayZ updates is that they, obviously you've got your patch notes, but they always add stuff that they don't talk about. And it's really nice.
Like the BK shotgun.
I mean,
that was discovered by someone singing on the stream.
Yes, absolutely. But they always do add something, even if it's just a little thing. Or maybe just a couple of configuring options or modding stuff or server-side stuff. They always add something that's not disclosed. And I like that, actually. I like it. I wish there would... I mean, before, when it came to the modding stuff, it was annoying, but they've gotten a lot better with it since then. So I'm really happy with that.
Yeah, same here.
I'll be checking out that video as well. While Lemons is sorting out his thing, I'd like to announce the return of the Iron Brew. It is back. It is back. Why didn't BI just buy some people's mods to make a more stable game? Because there can be legal issues, and there's also stability issues. Plus, that would take time away from developers to QA and optimize those mods. So say, for example, if I decided to make... Well, I have a light a flashlight mod pack. And if I update it so it's like the quality standards, like texture model wise of DayZ, great. They still have to go in, they still have to test. There's a lot of legal stuff, so if they buy it off me, they have full legal rights, for example. And that's just a faff on to go through. You can't just simply sign it. You have to get people involved. A flashlight, lights.
Oh, we talking about Masses mod again?
Bruh. People like to think that it's just as easy as just buying people's mods to do it. It never is. A lot of modders purchase other models online and they rip them from other games to implement it in another game. Lad doesn't know mass, it's a lie. Haha! Funny! Shut up, Mickey. But I wish it was easy as that, but unfortunately it's not. It's like people want BI to buy Namalsk. People want BI to buy Namalsk, but it's never going to happen because, one, Sunrack doesn't want that to happen. And two, it uses Stalker assets, Stalker sounds, various stuff like that. DayZ Military definitely needs a bunker. No problem at all. See, that's the thing. Like, if you've got any questions about that, would be all more than happy to answer. You know, some people, you don't know unless you ask. And I just nearly dropped my bottle, and that's never happening again.
Yeah.
But yes,
Man,
the mighty.
Stain the carpet so bad.
Bruh. No.
Can you imagine smelling Iron Brew putrid because you couldn't like steam clean it enough times to get rid of that smell?
No tea. Oh, no thank you. I hope Tizzy does get a bunker. I really, really do hope.
They have it all set up.
Yeah. Well, that's it, Archie. You're completely right. It's absolutely crazy, but it's worth it. You know, it's worth it there. I really, really do. It's an office and a hallway closet. Yeah, you're not wrong there, like. But
it's the Stanley parable. It's what you're gonna do when you walk into it.
Yes, absolutely. But and Vigor, yeah, Scotty pointed that out in the last stream. We took an embarrassingly long time to find the Yellow King helmet.
Yep.
There's even
there's even a loading screen in Vigor now talking about it as a set. And if you translate the description, it says, claim DayZ's crowning glory. Hanny becomes English to her enemy of fate. No king reigns forever. Follow in the footsteps of this iconic duo and create your own story in the outside world. Now, I got curious. What does English and fate have to do with this description? Well, to become English for enemy fate, I googled it, and apparently English fate is its own definition, which usually is translated to fate or fae, and is an elaborate festival, party, or celebration in Britain, and fates are traditional public festivals held outdoors. Hanny becomes English to her enemy of fate. Does she celebrate?
I do this show to inform people, not to be taught by a college professor on English literature. Okay?
I'm sorry.
I'm not in school.
It was cool.
I'm not in school.
Cool.
It is pretty cool. I'm not in school though. No, that is pretty cool. That is actually really awesome. See, this thing, which I was actually really surprised with, like the connections between Vigor and DayZ, and I really wanted to try Vigor out. Actually, looking at the footage, it looks pretty interesting, but it's not on PC, so I'm screwed. Which sucks because I'd love to play it. So maybe one day I'll get it on. I'll get a console, much to Wrath's happiness.
Now repeat it again in a British accent. Oh, well, I can do that.
No.
You don't want my British accent. It's terrible. I would offend the entire country of Britain.
The English can't even speak English most of the time. How, man? What you're on about, like? What you doing, Mara? How well?
Wait, are you talking about American English can't speak England
No,
English?
no,
or
no. We're talking
English
about
can't speak American.
No. We can barely speak the language. You're fine. You're fine. You got not to worry about that. I think Lemons is actually gone.
Did he die?
I don't
Everyone,
know.
pray for Lemons. We need to bring him back. Oh.
Gunplay is very iffy, lad. Very iffy. Vega looks amazing, though. You know what? I'll take it, Archie. I'll take it because I'm not Irish, so I'll definitely take that. I got a question. The cover of DayZ that had the male in the picture, is there a law thing for him, or could he be the Yellow King without his helmet?
I mean, I gotta go get my tinfoil hat if we're gonna go down this road. Because we could easily start speculating on so much.
Archie, probably the skirt he always wears on stream. It's called a kilt.
Are you wearing a kilt now? Show us.
No. No. Boris is the Yellow King. Now, which Boris we're talking about here? But I actually remember when Scotty was talking about on stream when he was on the DayZ stream, talking about he got his face scanned. I was really hoping we'd get the Scotty character this time.
Wait, never mind. I'm not gonna ask a question. Yeah, that'd be really cool to have Scotty appear in game. It'd be cool to have some rack too. It'd be cool to have a more dev player update on players. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I always really liked that for Dean and Brian. I thought that was really, really cool and interesting. They should definitely do that again. Lad always wears his kilt, but it's always at night when everyone is in bed. I like to be comfy, okay? I don't do it around people. It's my own thing, all right? Lemons, where are you? Please, everybody's going to start talking about my legs and kilts.
Well, we can move on to other subjects.
I don't know, there isn't any.
Well, there is.
No, but
Yeah, lots of cool things.
Lots of cool things, but no.
One of the things I was excited about as a modder is they introduced more tools to our DayZ Diagnosed .exe, which is really cool. However, one of the things I wanted to comment to people on is sorry, I got distracted there for a second. Is I said a couple weeks back, a couple episodes back, what was the one thing I wish DayZ would do more of or start doing? And it was better documentation for modders. The new diagnostic menu page being updated with all of the new tools and their features and the explanations behind them was amazingly well done. And I hope DayZ starts doing this with all their new stuff for modders, as well as I hope they start going back and doing other stuff.
No, I'm okay. I'm just gonna stop you right there, Dump, just for a second.
I'm pretty sure you got the same thing that interrupted me. Yeah, you did, didn't you? That's why I stopped mid-sentence, because I'm all like, huh? Oh my gosh.
So first off, G4 said comfy, so kilt equals no panties. I like to plead the fifth. And so I
Stop giggling and just do it.
I'm going to swap scenes so I can get this picture.
Gosh.
I'm going to actually ask him, can I show this? Put this on. It's fucking hilarious. Just a slight detour. Yeah.
I can make that. I can make that.
Don't. Don't. I'm looking at this. You guys understand? If I'm allowed to show this, you guys understand because this is fucking hilarious. So you guys got no answer to who this person is on the cover. If it's not all related, I can send a picture of what you want. Send a picture across to us because I'm kind of struggling to understand what you mean.
Yeah.
So send that definitely across to us. Absolutely. But yeah, so Yep. Cool. Right, I'm gonna swap this.
While you get that up and going.
Yeah, I'm gonna swap. I'm gonna get it because there's
Nice.
yeah. Cool. I'm pretty sure Scotty gets sick of me sometimes. This is hilarious.
I barely message you guy, and I think you get sick of me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, we're going to talk about the patch notes, but I don't think we're going to bother now because this.
We've gone over so much.
This, my fellow friends in chat.
And you think playing BI games was bad? Look at what's like working for them.
This is what they did to get the drowning sound effect.
Oh my god. I can just imagine this conversation in the studio. Hey Bill, what? You want to get drowned? We need a new sound effect.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's part of the job description. Can't handle the grog. Okay.
Jeez, first they force DOJ to eat worms, then they drown employees for sound effects. It must be awesome work there. Yeah, it is. It is. DOJ, send me the uncropped version, please. Send me it, please, for the love of God. Who is that? Who is that getting drowned? I need to see this.
Slump says keep people camping the new bunker entrance to get the punch card, add more bunker locations in the future. Amazing 1.19 work. Well, apparently that's Scotty.
That's Scotty.
Oh,
poor Scotty. Poor Scotty, my boy. My boy, poor Scotty.
Man. Thumbs up to him for being a chat and getting it done.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, that's class.
Oh man. I'm not sure if he's in chat, but it'd be fun to hear the story of like how this came about.
So to answer your question, B, I can only assume that was just purely for marketing.
Oh, there's the liquor bottle right there. I think that's some John Daniels.
Ow! Oh, that is class.
I'm okay with that, Dark Date.
Oh, that is.
Oh.
I'm okay with that as well because it's good quality content.
Yeah, I mean, they took it with a high quality picture too.
Yep. You can't handle the grog. No, you absolutely can't. You absolutely can't. Keep it in there. You little shit. But.
Wait, was he drowning in a bucket of liquor?
You never know with Prague. Oh my god. I'm probably not happy with the first sounds. I wonder how long that took. Bless him. Hey, No. How you doing, bud? How's everybody new in chat? Much love to you. Thanks for coming along. So, yeah, you were talking about... you were talking about the DX Diag stuff. I'd love to know more about that, since Lemons is apparently falling off the face of the earth.
Well, I haven't worked much with the DayZ Diag, so I'm not sure how much of this is 100% new, but they have expanded it so modders can actually control all the different various light levels in the game while actually playing. And you can look at classes and the functions going on classes and so much more stuff, including look at geometries, you can look at occluders, you can look at wireframes. There is so much more expanded on it that I believe is very, very helpful for us modders, because it just makes the workflow so much smoother and gives us so much more of an insight to what's actually happening in game, which is awesome. But the biggest thing I want to say here is that the documentation on all of these features or new features has been amazing. I fully understand it. I read it really well, and I think this is what we need to see more of when it comes to the future of DayZ, when it comes to modding and situations, as well as maybe even going back into the past modding features and explaining more of those, just like they did this.
No, it's... How do I explain it? It is so cool that they have introduced these kind of things. It's really, really nice, because obviously before it takes so long time to diagnose a lot of issues, a lot of stuff when developing, but now we have a lot more control, we have a lot more information, and that's something that we need. And something that we touched, well, you showed me a little bit, was actually Inclement Dab. He posted out a couple of tweets regarding what he was doing, like working on with the DX stuff, and I know a few of the other modders have been looking into that.
Lemons, by the way, but yeah, I know what you mean.
It was one of you. All right, it was one of you.
Hey, I give credit where credit is due, man.
All right, okay. I'm sorry, I get mixed up, you silly little sausage, you.
It's okay, you're forgetful.
Yay! Well, that's a lad champ moment right there, boys. Lad champ moment. I love how my short-term memory is literally just the lad champ moment. Thank you very much. Much love. Get. Anyway, turning off ambient lighting, the new DayZ patch makes things look so real. Literally insane. I love this patch. Now, I just want to emphasize, this is currently possible already in 1.18. I've done this already. But with the DX stuff, it's easier to test. I can't wait to try and learn more about how it works, because it's going to make my mod work better. It's going to make it easier to actually do stuff, which I'm really, really happy with.
Mm-hmm.
But
no,
again,
it's really cool.
It's one of those things that I completely was not expecting whatsoever.
No.
So absolutely props to the devs for allowing that. Now, the question is why now? Why are they giving us these kind of tools now? Is this something that
maybe they're listening to us more?
Give modders more.
Maybe it's more of a situation of, hey, the more we start giving information-wise to people, the more possibilities there are. One of the things that I would say is maybe it was they didn't have the manpower before or the resources to contribute to these kind of documentations. Because we've said many times before, it seemed like DayZ was kind of running on a skeleton crew for quite a while, but it now seems like they're getting faster, or maybe it's like Iceblade said, they're prepping to abandon the game to modders. Just joking, but one of the things I think would be interesting for us to actually go down memory lane is the frequency of updates we've had since DayZ 1.0 came around.
And we need more. We need more stuff. And just Iceblade, I like that. They're prepping to abandon the game to the modders. No, they're not. Shut up. No, they're not. No, they're not. But yeah, go on. It's just.
I was gonna say, Lemons pointed out that it's only been 11 months since 1.14, folks.
I know. And look where we are now. It is actually crazy. It's
crazy. I mean, just to point out to people, because I saw someone say that the next DayZ update's always the best update. Actually, 1.14 was the best update.
No.
What was your favorite update, lad?
This one.
Oh, okay, fine.
The one when they had the red night. All right, I'm just saying that right now.
Oh, okay.
No, but I don't actually know. I don't know which is my favorite update, because each one surpasses the one before, and this one has just been absolutely crazy, really, really crazy. So. Again, props to the team for getting to this point. A lot of people, like I said before, lost faith in the team, lost faith in the project and DayZ as an idea, but it's still kicking. It's still doing really, really cool things, and they're still pushing what they can do. And again, I can't wait to see what else they bring. I really, really can't wait to see.
I think I saw that DayZ is like in the top 10 most played games on Steam?
Oh yeah. Oh, it's up
Yeah,
there.
easily.
And Boydie, yes, we have talked about that already. Pardon me. I need to take a quick drink from my good old bottle of Iron Brew. Hashtag not sponsored. Hashtag I fucking wish.
Oh man. So okay, so check. Who are these guys? Honest question.
Yeah, so chat, who are these guys? Honest question. So we are the DayZ podcast team. We are part of the 87.8 Survivor FM group. It was previously helmed by Boydie, who is in chat. Much love to you. Dump and I, we were part of the team before. I took over the show. And every single Friday around 9 o'clock BST, British Standard Time, we talk about DayZ. We talk about the community, we talk about the game, updates, anything like that, issues, and we'll talk about the community. The show list typically lasts like 2 hours and a half or so. And yeah, that's pretty much in a nutshell. We're just big fans of the game. Dump and I, we are both modders. Lemons is a console modder, but he's really good with his media stuff. It's fantastic. Mm-hmm. But we're just passionate, dedicated fans. That's pretty much it.
Yep.
Not much more to say about that. People, for some reason, they listen to us and they chat to us, and it's always appreciated. It's always much loved. And I like Iron Brew. And I like the red wine. Which I'm probably never going to get. And no, we're not talking about kilts anymore, G4. We're not. Yeah, no problem at all. Yeah, so Boydie helms the Spotlight. He does them quite a lot. He does them quite a lot alongside the show. He talks to people from the DayZ community, and I believe he's going to be doing from other communities as well, since the 87.8 Survivor FM isn't just based for DayZ. It's like kind of like the survival video game genre as well. Boyd is actually quite a fan of Scum. I don't like it. I don't like the game. But
you're Scum.
To each their own. To each their own.
Oh.
Anyway, I haven't even drank this yet. I
know. Shut up and drink.
All right, shut up. God, I can't even fucking open it. There we go. Got one tonight with Always Streams. Really looking forward to seeing that one, Boydie. Wishing you the absolute best, mate. Much love to you. I really do appreciate you coming to the streams. I've actually missed that smell of Iron Brew. It's been so long since I've had it. I converted lemons,
less talky, more chuggy. I'm so gonna mod an Iron Brew to the game just to piss you off. I'm gonna say every bottle of Iron Brew you drink, you get a red 9. It's gonna be a little toy red 9 keychain.
Hell yeah, dude! You know, I want a DayZ podcast. I need a 7.8 Survivor FM keychain now.
There you go. That'd be cool.
Slump just said, wonderful work to the DayZ team. While bunker storages would be nice to both maps in the future, definitely blew the ball out of the park for console players. And that's the thing. These updates have been... I don't want to use the word cater because that's a wrong word. Adapting and helping the console community. And that's the thing. A dump champ, hell yeah, dude. Dump champ, hell yes. Lad champ, shit. No, we're not doing the lad kill moment. No, we're not. No, but what I was gonna say, I've genuinely forgotten what I was gonna say.
You were talking about the person knocking the update out of the park for console and being happy with the DayZ dev team.
Yeah, so...
Took 10 seconds.
So, yeah, the DayZ dev team, the updates, especially this year, obviously there are a lot of civilian updates that they're trying to go for. Obviously, that added, the explosives and the pox grenade, which we've talked about in the show about our thoughts on it. But this year has been solid for console. We won't talk about that corpus That's not what we'll do. Again, this is just purely DayZ. Great game though, to be fair. I really like it. It's quite an inspiration for quite a bit of Namask, actually, fun fact. But Corpus, you're making us forget what I'm talking about. Console, there we go. I remember. And Lemons is gone. Then he's back. But
there we go.
Where the hell did you go?
I had to take a phone call, and then DayZ Editor broke my computer because I couldn't tap out of it because I was stuck in the map in full screen.
Well done.
I couldn't go into the menu, and yeah, it was quite the conundrum. But console, DayZ console, right?
You're not allowed to talk.
Oh, no, okay, bye guys.
No, don't go. But no,
don't leave him alone with me.
Oh god, updates this year for console have been absolutely fantastic, and there's something that we've been talking about in the show quite a lot is more control. Shut up. Tate, you doing it?
Interruptions like that.
But they definitely have enhanced the console experience, and I'm really happy because I know a lot of people in the community. Well, not a lot of people, quite a number of people in the community. They don't like the console side of things, and I can understand why, but at the same time, we're all playing the same game, we're all enjoying it, and we're all taking, our own inspirations or stories and whatever else from it. And as I say, the more people that can play the game, no matter the platform, the better. If you want to play an Xbox or PlayStation, go for it, and maybe one day you'll try a PC and you'll realize how wrong you are.
Oh man, but speaking about player experiences and player interactions and everything else, folks, in the podcast we would love to show off your clips. We have a channel in our Discord called DayZ Podcast Clips of the Week. Please make sure you submit your clips in there. Give us some hilarious, funny things and stuff like that, because we want to show more of the community and see what people are doing, their interactions, and the overall humor and seriousness of situations.
That's it. Exactly. Please, 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 dude. Oh, we're popular again, guys. There we go. We're popular again. That's how you know we're. That's how you know we're doing good, when we get those kind of bots. Oh, let's go. Can you put in a link for that, please? So all of the
Discord's just down below.
Yeah. So in the description, the Discord link will be there. Please get yourself. Brian is only fans. Yes, I did. No, I didn't. Keyword moist got flagged earlier. Good.
Oh gosh.
I hate that word. But yeah, if you want,
console accessibility though. I mean, I'm happy with what they've been doing. I know Scotty definitely has been pushing in the past year. Especially, he's been making a big push for it as well, because of course he's a console player as well. Very close to my heart in that sense. Let's go console, woohoo, right? Like,
woo, let's go,
woo, woohoo. But I mean, yeah, 100%. He's been a big advocate for it, and he's explained before that there are people that are dedicated specifically to just trying to get accessibility on console working better. And in the next few updates, we could be seeing a lot change and a lot grow, and the stuff that could be better for console in that sense. And I'm just looking forward to seeing what it is, because another big thing I want to say as well, to a lot of the people who kind of have given flack to console in the past, a lot of them were coming from console, but they were coming from console around maybe 1.0, 02 or 1.03. They didn't play recently, and I'd say for sure a lot of the people that I've seen that they came long ago from console, made the move to PC. Try and look at it again, try and give it another go, at least in its current state, because it's a lot different than the experience you may have had back then. I think a lot of people are holding it to what it used to be, but I think nowadays, at least in my opinion, I could be wrong, but I feel like the line is very blurred between the two platforms. Like, if you're playing DayZ on the Series X and you hold that footage up to something like on PC and you don't show the buttons or anything, like no HUD, no nothing, you wouldn't know, right? Like, maybe on the last gen consoles, yes, but like on the new Series X,
It's
you
so
wouldn't
nice.
you wouldn't be able to see much of a difference. Yeah,
but it's so nice. It's getting better though.
hmm
It
Oh,
always
100%.
gets
And that's what I'm saying, where like the lines are just getting blurred, and especially with the new stuff they're giving us, like with the grass and the water and all these new objects and the static objects. So of course, we're building environments, we're building stories for these players that just weren't available before, and it's things that like are just it's crazy. Like if someone really wanted to, they could build a 1-to-1 of like Essaker, or at least the buildings and the objects, not the terrain, but they have the tools now, especially with object scaling. Nothing's stopping them from doing that.
I can't wait for the object scaling to come back. Well, come in, I should say. Because
Yeah.
I've, like, when the mods came out, I got involved in server development, and I made a map edit for A1 for the mosque. And I've always wanted to scale certain parts of that model up, but I never could. And now that I can, that's going to be a mod. And it's really cool that they're focused on that, on expanding, again, the modding side of it, scaling objects, because there's a lot of builds people want to make. They want to publish, they want to have on their own servers. And you have to improvise a lot. And yeah, it's great improvising, you can do what you need to do, but sometimes you just need to scale something up, and you bloody can't, because you need to save on stuff. What you doing that for? Hey?
Zybin pointed out inside of our chat that it is already in, and I can actually confirm it is in experimental.
It's
have
through the
documentation on it.
JSON objects honor. Yeah.
Yep.
Which is very cool.
Yep.
Nice. Okay, that's actually pretty dope. That
So
is actually
one
pretty
thing
dope.
that's really interesting too, though, is a lot of people on PC, as it is right now, are using the DayZ editor object loader, right, to do a lot of stuff for their servers and have the custom objects. But the more and more that they add, and the more and more that we're seeing, especially the object resizing, a lot of servers that have custom areas or custom ads or stuff like that may start to pivot towards the in-house object spawner.
Maybe.
Of course. On PC,
Because-
maybe they would do that.
Yeah,
But
because
I
the only
think
real thing
when,
that's different between the two is the object loader is able to delete stuff. And at the pace DayZ's been going, that could be like the next update, 1.20, you can delete objects on the map if you just specify their locations, like.
Yeah. But I would like to state that, like, as soon as Dab adapts the DayZ editor loader to the new DayZ patch, people will keep using his because they already have all of the stuff. They already default to his work.
Yeah.
But that's really exciting that now console has this fully fledged in too as well. Not only can PC benefit, but now console can greatly benefit.
Yeah.
Flooded Chinaris on console.
There you go. And what's really nice about it too is it's much easier to share stuff, because with the editor loader you could have difficulties with if you want to release a file and send it from server to server very quickly. There is a bit of a setup that goes up when you're doing stuff with the editor loader, of course. But with something like a JSON file, all you're doing, you send the person the JSON file, you drop it into your custom folder, and once you specify it in your CFG gameplay, it's in the game. That's it. You just put the name of it, and it's already in, ready to go. No hullabaloo, no nothing, and it loads instantly. Because I remember back in the day when you had to spawn stuff in using events, because we didn't have the editor loader, we didn't have the object spawner. We had to do something to get the buildings in, so we would make the objects into events, and we would spawn the objects in as events, and it would be horrible because sometimes you would be in like a building, and then once server restart happens, because it's an event, the building might not be there, and then you fall to your death, right?
Yeah.
Because sometimes they take some time to spawn back in, but it shows how far we've come. And going back to like what I keep saying, like the line is really getting blurred between the two platforms, and I encourage people who haven't really seen or experienced much of console how it is now to watch a few streamers. There's a lot of good people in the community that stream console edition, and people that are still out there making the content, bringing the community together, and showing off how far we've come in the console community. So
And that's it.
there's my TED Talk.
Welcome and goodbye from Lemon's TED Talk. But no, it's always going to get better, and it's always going to improve. And I really can't wait for that. I really, really can't. And there's just so many things that 1.19 has opened her. That was horrible. But it's opened the opportunity for modders. and I'm really, really excited about that. What will people do? Who knows? All I know is that in the meantime, some vehicle modders are going to possibly have a fit, probably. I don't know how much needs to be changed for modded vehicles to be to work with Infusion.
Actually, that brings up an interesting thing. If you're a vehicle modder and you have been experimenting with the new experimental branch and stuff, I would love, either in the podcast or personal PMs, love to hear your thoughts on it, what's changed, all that kind of stuff. I would love to talk about it next week. I think that would be a great thing for us to cover about how experimental has affected your mods or how you think vehicle physics has.
Absolutely, yeah. Get in touch with us. And that's the thing, people's been talking a lot in the Discord about, their thoughts on experimental. And this is the thing, this is the conversation that we'll like, because we don't always have the time to play the game. So having people to play the game, to give their thoughts, give their opinions, there's been so much feedback that's been forwarded, well, I wouldn't say forwarded to us, but that's been going on in the Discord and on Twitter. And it's all really interesting. There's a lot of different viewpoints, a lot of different ideas, and they're all really interesting. Each piece of feedback is as interesting as the next. And you know what? It's great. It's really, really great. And I really can't wait to see what more people come up with. I'm going to quickly dump. Are you able to check that clip before I shut off from the show?
Yep, looking at it.
Thank you. But I want to make sure. How do I best say this? I just want people to enjoy this update, but I also want people to be critical as well, but not like unfairly. I want people to make the devs aware that
give
there
them the
are
constructive
issues.
criticism they need to be able to build off of it, because
That's it.
if they just sugarcoat it, nothing's going to ever change, and then they're going to keep complaining about these issues, But if they're just straight up to the developers in a kind way, we've always talked about this, being clear and giving proper reports, because, pardon my language, but if you're just on Twitter bitching to the developers about how something's wrong, you're not going to get anywhere, buddy. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know, as much as you want to, except for the Black Plague carriers, of course, because, that's a different story.
I have to touch on that very quickly. How the hell did the console community meme so hard about the Black Plague carriers? And they got it. They got the camo variant and the black variant. But I didn't get my Red 9.
Well, if you hold your breath and stamp your feet and then pound your chest at the same time, maybe you can get it. Wait till he passes out, folks. Then it'll be the real show.
Thanks.
I could say the video is safe. There's a bit of curse words in it, but we're good.
That's fine.
But yeah, I totally agree. If you guys want to see examples of constructive criticism, look at Asmonian's posts on the forums, or even our friend Mike Dutchery's post about the changes he would like to see to PvP combat, just the formatting and the way he was trying to be respectful, but still critique.
Absolutely. Right, let's see what
there's
like.
a difference between giving flack to a game, right, or giving flack to developers, or actually giving feedback that could help them improve the title. Because saying, "Oh, this game's shit, fix your broken game," that's not going to do anything. That's not going to make the game any better or any worse than it already is.
Yeah, it is.
By actually saying,
just fix it, dude. What's wrong with you? Just fix it. Come
on. But just being clear with them like that and saying, we're fans of the game. We just want to see it grow. We want to see it improve, and we want to help with that. X, Y, and Z is an issue, and if you guys could fix it or find some way to mitigate it, that could really help.
Absolutely. Right, I've posted the clip in the voice chat. Have you guys got it open?
Yep.
Awesome. Right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, it's charging me. Oh shit. Oh no, my gun's not loaded. Oh, I'm knocked out. Your gun's not loaded. Oh fuck, bro. It's dead. It's dead. I thought you died for a second, man. Oh man, you got bleeds?
Yeah, just one.
Ah, you big fucking
Oh my
brown
god,
bear.
it's not loaded. What is this?
How could you have forgotten to reload your gun, dude?
But that's about it.
Just under a full round, full mag.
Oh wow.
To be fair, I've done that before. I have done that
Oh my
before.
god, where is it?
Oh my god.
I'm the guy that didn't have his gun loaded. Dear. Oh, bless your heart, mate. I'm surprised you only had one bleed.
Oh, it's in my backpack.
Oh, but that's class. That is absolutely class.
Oh, that's great.
That's fantastic.
I'm not sure about that.
Be cool to get tinder from those hay bales you see in fields / barns. That'd be pretty interesting, to be fair. Getting more materials to burn, to start a fire. Because I know with my solid fuel tablets, you had the solid fuel tablets to make a fire. So
Oh, there we go.
add bears around
Hey,
the bunker. Maybe it counts
add
some
the hay hook
campers. Did they add the
Not
what?
yet.
Sorry,
The hay hook.
the hair hook.
I don't think it's
No.
in the games. I think it's in the
'cause I was
files.
gonna say, if they add
I
that
don't think
back,
it's
because I
on-
know it's in the files, but they should add that back because like that could give functionality if you want to do stuff to harvest or any of that kind of stuff, or like with hay or just
I mean, the hay hook's used for moving hay, not necessarily harvesting it.
that's true. But I mean, it's DayZ though. There's a lot of features that are meant for something, but it's kind of they have to repurpose it a little bit, So I mean,
That's fair.
I
That
remember
is
the hay hook. Played with the guy who used it, and he pretended like he was a pirate the entire time. It was hilarious as hell.
Oh, hell yes, dude. Hell yes. Oh, man.
or they're like a tradition in chat, like in chat, the pitchfork even, giving that a bit more functionality to be able to do with that or interact with these hay bales to do something,
This is
that'd be
so
pretty cool.
perfect. Actually, I'm going to drop some knowledge on people, which I don't think most
Mr.
people
Knowledge.
know about. Oh yeah, Mr. Knowledge. I don't know why I got that name because I
Praise.
don't know shit.
Give us the knowledge.
Did you folks know you can aim with melee weapons? If you hold right click and look, where you swing is where you're going to aim or hit with your weapon. So, for example, if you're using a spear, this is the best example of it, and you look at the ground, hold Alt and look directly at the spear and left click, you will actually see yourself stab the ground. And you can stab all the way to right in front of your toe or all the way up into the sky. So when you're fighting infected or chickens, aim properly and you'll hit them properly. And actually, things like hay hooks, pitchforks, and spears, and other weapons that you think were useless before actually can become quite more beneficial once you aim.
No, I don't think I will. I think I'll just close my eyes and hope for the best. That always works for me.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, way I. Oh yeah. Oh,
I was talking to our friend Wraith.
yes. Absolutely. I will say it's really funny how like Samurai came on the stream and he actually killed a chicken straight away. It was kind of an amazing thing.
I know. Oh wait, are you talking about when he shot the chicken?
No, I'm talking about when he actually killed, like hit the chicken.
Oh, I want to say the last dev stream, he shot the chicken. The infected was running at him as he shot the chicken. The infected stopped, looked at the chicken, and then like stood there like, you killed the chicken.
Like, did you do this?
Hey, I'm not throwing shade at Sumrak. No.
I am.
No.
Eh, God. There you go. But overall, 1.19 is shaping up to be one of the best updates the game has ever had. I can't wait. I can't wait to experience the bunker for the first time. And I know I've been slightly spoiled on it by some things. Warbo has made a fantastic video about it. There's loads of content creators out there who are playing it, probably as of right now, they're streaming it, they're trying to get there as well. And it is great. It is really great, and there's so many people coming together, so many community servers that were created for just this, and I really can't wait. I really can't wait until
24-hour Livonia stream when, lad?
No. No. You're lucky you're getting a 24-hour Numbosk stream. All right. Have we talked about the drama around a very popular server? No, and we probably won't. I don't know anything about what you're referencing to, and that's it, really. So, sorry to be a bit of a buzzkill there, but I don't know anything about any drama of any servers, especially as of recently. But no, 1.19 is definitely going to be shaping up to be one of the best updates. And again, I can't wait for stable, especially for the guys on PS4 and PlayStation 5 to get their hands on it. No, that's perfectly understandable, Trisha. Much love to you. But I really can't wait. It's going to be really great. But the question is, true question, when is it going to be hitting stable? What did we get? I know it's just came out yesterday, but what do you guys
Let's
think?
ask Mr. Knowledge first, because he got the last one right, so...
Yeah, he did, actually.
I got the last one right. What are you talking about? My prediction is still right. Somewhere in October, we're getting 1.19. I've been saying it since day one. You know it. Can't deny it. Oh no, we're gonna get it sooner. No, Dumpgrub was right. Also, Dumpgrub was wrong. Key cards aren't in the game, but the punch card is, and we all know what that does because Lad does not. And I was wrong. Sorry.
I still think it's August.
It's just an illusion.
We're gonna go back in time.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
You know, it had it on the punch card, 2608. Yeah, that's the release date, dude. It's just going to take over a year for it to get, stable. No, but I do think it's definitely going to be sometime. Well, obviously, it's going to be sometime in October at this point. Probably mid-October. Give it another month, or another month or two, and then we'll get 120 to finalize the year.
Speaking of updates and dates and stuff, can we talk about how literally 1.14 was only 11 months ago?
We talked about that already. We mentioned that when you
But still,
decided to go MIA.
still, like
No,
11 months
you
ago.
missed the train, buddy. It's already choo-chooed away.
It's gone. It's still impressive, though.
Depressing.
It's still
It is.
impressive, though, that, it's been 11 months. Well, practically, 11 to 12 months. We've gone through 5 updates. And it's been a crazy year.
So much has changed.
Exactly.
So much has changed. If you compare 1.13 to 1.19, it's night and day, in my opinion.
And let's just say this as well. A year ago, a couple of months to year ago, we didn't even have bullpup weapons.
Yeah. We didn't have grenades that blew up on impact.
Yeah.
We didn't have a grenade launcher.
Yeah. Didn't have
We didn't
plastic
have
explosives.
Lad.
No. Yeah. Maybe. No, but it's been a crazy year, and there's been so much stuff added and focused on, fixed and broken, and it's been a really interesting year in terms of development for DayZ. And I do hope there's going to be at least another year. Why is the SVD
more than another year?
Oh, absolutely. Why is the SVD called a VSD? Copyright. Legality. Pretty much. Which is strange, because you still can call the M4 an M4, the organ MP... Well, not an MP5, actually. It has to be the SGK. We couldn't beat our meats with, with the meat hammer in 113. I don't actually think so. It's not AUG. Oh, no, it's not. It's not. It's the AUX. Yes. Yes, you're right. Sorry. That
Or
is
even
a mistake.
the AK, the KA,
Well, that's it. It's the KEM. It's so strange.
And then there's just the Mosin that's still called the Mosin.
We didn't have a horn.
Daisy, we
DayZ!
didn't have a horn. Hey!
Yes, we didn't. Scotty, we didn't have a horn, especially a long one.
Beep, beep.
But
Beep, beep.
Oh my god! But it's been such a crazy year in both the game and the community. You know, we've had so many ups and downs. We've had so many modders come and go. You know, obviously one of the major events is, you know, the Run Die Retry, the Queens of the Castle, which will now become Kings of the Castle, which we're going to be touching on at some point in the next coming, like, you know, in the future, once the roster's finalised and we've got more information about when that's happening. Can't wait for that. Apparently it's been psychedelic for Ariana, bless her, but it's been great. And the community in the game just keeps on getting better and better and better, and I really hope that DayZ continues to be in it for the long haul, because if you're not, then why? Simply, why? Please, keep going. Please, I want to keep doing this show. But it's crazy. And I still wish the team and everybody that works in the DayZ, both in the actual dev team, the marketing, everybody, the absolute best for the rest of this update, the rest of the year, and the rest of the development for everything. Now, when's DayZ 2? Yes, I can certainly see the Twitter homepage, DOJ. Right, okay, he's posted something. Let's have a look. Right, let's have a look.
Comparison.
Oh, yes, comparison. Okay, so.
I mean, I try not to compare.
Shut up. So, DOJ posted a tweet just now. I'm going to like it and retweet it. Quote tweet. Wet.
Gosh.
So this
Moist.
is before. This is water in 1.18. And this is water in 1.19.
There's a
118.
huge difference.
1.19. You can even tell there's a difference in the lighting. Just slightly.
That's a reflection, buddy.
No, I mean talking about the lighting and like the actual like walls, the grass and whatnot. But
Yeah.
it's nice. The water looks so good.
It's nice because it enhances the ripples in the water, like the up and downs of it. Because, like, if you look at the old picture, it was so murky and dark. It looks like you just shredded through it, right? But, like, the new water looks almost crisp, clean. Like, if you stuck your head into that water, you could see pretty clearly. Yeah, I mean, like, you ever gone to a river and, like, stuck your head into the water, you can see pretty clearly for a while before, you know, your cousin runs through the water and mucks it all up.
Yeah. I like that. DOJ is pissed because every review video on Reflection is showing a road when toggling feature. Yeah, when you're going to add roads, when you're going to add wet roads. I don't know where this is, actually. Possibly.
Is that the Electro Dam?
Could be. Yes,
Looks
it
like
is, because they got the power cables. I think
nailed
they
it.
go along there, but I'm not too sure.
Take that, GeoPlacer.
Did they change the bloom in 1.19? It's messing with my eyes all the time. They might have. I noticed that with the rain, so they might have. But I'm not too sure. Nah, Northern Dam. Right, gotcha. Fair enough.
Oh.
Well, just goes to prove how much we know of the bloody map. One video just showed the option in menu and moved on. Well, see, that's the thing. I kind of want to... If I get the time, I kind of want to make some comparison videos on, like, the maneuvering. I can't even say it. The maneuvering, the lighting, the water, everything like that. I'd love to be more of a focus on that and actual, like, comparison. I know DOJ will probably do some as well, which I'm really looking forward to. But I still haven't seen any of your changes yet, DOJ, so I'm really looking forward to seeing that one day soon, probably, or this weekend. But the game just keeps getting better. I was actually quite surprised that they were going to introduce the water changes there. I didn't expect that to happen at all. And it's again,
They didn't even talk about it. It was nice to see.
Yeah, they just went, oh yeah, by the way, like in the teaser pictures you could kind of see. So there's this comment here, and this is going to be a really good question. Hey guys, what are your thoughts about Bohemia upgrading DayZ graphics closer to Arma Reforger graphics level over time? That would be a dream come true. What's your thought on that possibility? I'm going to be blunt with you, and I don't recognize your name, so I just want to say thank you for joining the stream. I really do appreciate it. It is not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. And the reason why is because the way that materials work in Reforger is completely different from how materials work in DayZ. To change how that functions, you would have to ask every single modder who's ever made any kind of retexture, any clothing, any material, to completely change to this new system. And not everybody is wanting to do that. Plus there's also a lot of technical stuff in the background which they have to change. And the game would essentially have to move to full infusion, which is something we used to want. Well, we still kind of want, but it's just not in the pipeline for the devs, unfortunately. The best thing we're going to have to wait for is when Arma 4 comes out. Or heck, if somebody makes a DayZ mod for Reforger.
Yeah.
Maybe they will. You never know. It would be really cool if they did. I've always kind of said, if the vehicle physics work out great for 1.19, maybe they'll backport some other stuff. Who knows? We'll see. Hopefully soon. Maybe more.
Client-side ragdolls.
No. Yes. Yes.
No. Yes.
When is
yes?
yes? Yes. I want that. That's the one thing I'd always like to see back. Well, that's it, and that's it. So, but one day, you never know. You never know. But that's pretty much it. To that question, that's pretty much it. I really need to take a drink because my throat is fucked.
Also, lad,
That's my drink.
it turns out, I'm not sure who in chat said this, but you can actually drive in the debug tray now. Your car doesn't explode. And
Yeah,
How
they
did
were
this
talking
with
about
you?
that. Yeah, you were here.
what's up?
You were here.
No, I'm saying
you
we
tested
didn't test it though. No, I didn't.
You didn't test it, but you both said
Oh.
you could.
Yeah.
Or someone
So
said
I
they
tested it.
could. Right.
Yeah. So you actually can. Because I thought they might have just been like joking, and then got us to
Or
drive
glitch.
into there and like explode. Yeah. So
That's cool.
My
Still leave your car out there, folks. It will despawn.
Danny, yeah. Oh yeah, well, it will definitely despawn. Your thirst icon is red. Dude, my milk is low. I require more milk. Never ever clip that, please. I just said that, didn't I? Fuck.
please clip
Okay.
that chat. There you go, dumb crowd. There's a short right there.
No!
No, I'm good. I'm gonna do the giggle. No. You like you say got milk while looking at the camera?
No!
I'll just change his mustache to white. He got milk.
But yeah, honestly. Room temperature milk. I'm sorry, but if you have milk at room temperature, you're actually deranged. Not gonna lie.
Okay,
you
let's
just-
move on.
No. Not. Yeah, okay, fair enough, yeah. When are they gonna add milk to DayZ?
Please
Well,
don't.
There was bottled
You
milk though at one
make
point.
it so we can pour it
That
out
was
and
a
it comes
thing.
as curds.
Hold on. That was a real thing though at one point. Milk bottles were a thing. I don't know whatever happened to them, but that was I think the model's still in the game.
This is
But-
the vodka, I know that much, but not the milk.
Vodka.
Vodka.
Yeah. No, there is. It's I'm not sure what the I don't think it's like a crafting thing like where you craft like powdered milk or anything, even though that would also be practical.
That's
But-
the one. I would have. Fuck it.
I'm not sure if there's any sleuths in chat, like or all just DayZ veterans, but there is a model in the game files that is milk, like a milk bottle.
I don't remember them ever spawning though.
I don't
Yeah.
even know what you're talking about. I must be way
Hold on.
before my time.
Nope.
No?
I don't know. I don't know anything anymore.
Here, I just sent in the chat.
Yeah, that's never existed in
That's
in
a
the game
mod.
itself as a spawnable.
That's not a
thing.
mod. That's actually within the files though. It was just never
It
they
is-
never did anything with it.
Lemons is right. It is in the files lab, but it's never spawned in the economy. It's never been in the game
Oh,
fully.
Which is why they had to add it.
I
Give us the milk, boys. Come on.
vodka bottle in a crashed Santa sleigh. Oh,
Do it.
please. Well, I'm pretty sure they're
If
already
you
done
if
that.
you haven't done it, then do it.
Yeah, you can't G4. I wish.
Make that as another thing in 1.19, please, DayZ. Thanks.
Yeah, it's a simple recipe. Do it.
Yeah, why not? No, well, that's it. Yeah, there are legal reasons to that, unless they do, decide with, the Nata Cola and Pepsi and, not cigarettes. Instead of vape, it's just bape. But yeah, I mean, yeah, add milk. Just add milk.
That's just the entire 1.20 update. Just milk.
The only change log added milk.
Milk. Yep. You can milk cows. You can milk goats. You can get milk. You can yep, just milk. That's it. The
Why
milk
the-
update.
Why the hell did we get onto the topic of milk?
Oh,
Because it's
know.
that good.
I mean, milk is good, but Oh my god. But I don't really know what else to talk about when it comes to 1.19. It's done the Christmas. I thought it was. I thought you guys did do that. You should still add the vodka as a normal item, though. I mean, come on, why not? Go on. You know you wanna. And while you're here, add the red 9. Thank you. But with that, unless you guys have got anything else extra you want to talk about 1.19, anything that we haven't discussed, talked about, any issues or anything like that? No?
The Sarka, did they fix that?
I
On
don't care.
the broken Sarka texture on console? Oh, shush.
I actually don't know. Okay, here's a question that come in from Easy Rich. Any thoughts on bringing in new player-built walls with windows? Dump, I like to leave that question for you.
yeah, it would be cool if there was an ability to make a metal shutter and stuff. But I would like to stress, DayZ has said multiple times, they have no intentions. They have no plans for future base building as of right now. So it's cool to think about, but it's kind of in fruition.
Modders will add that. In fact, they've already added something like that already, to be fair. So it would actually be really cool if we learned exactly how. I mean, you kind of already know, Dump, but if there was an addition to like the vanilla base building, which was exactly like using those textures, those materials, and whatever else to kind of like create that window kind of like model, that would be indistinguishable from vanilla. Like I said, I know. So Dumpgra here, in case anybody is not aware, any newcomers, thank you very much for coming to the chat. Dumpgra made the building fortifications mod. Yes, I am plugging you. Get used to it. And it is a fantastic base building mod. It allows you to fortify buildings instead of like using the vanilla base building. You can use different kind of materials and tools to create essentially fortify the building, and it comes with doors and windows and everything like that. Really cool mod. Check it out. Find a server that uses it, use it, and love it.
I mean, honestly, with how the base building system works already, and we all know how this works because so people can visualize this, the upper frame of a wall, the square center could be your window, or
Yeah.
the two square sides could technically be your side windows. It really would just be removing or cutting a square hole into the planks, and there you would have your makeshift windows or large window. And then they could add in the sheet metal texture they have on the outside, but instead of it being cut out fully, it would be like an open and shuttable shutter from the inside.
Yeah.
You could even put a lock on it to make it so people technically can't open the window from the outside unless you're there.
Yeah. And it's really great features like that I always enjoy. But since we're taking questions, we've got a few minutes to spare, so I'd love to hear any more questions that you guys have that you'd love to ask any newcomers about DayZ or about anything really, as long as it's milk related.
GG, I'm out.
Oh no, but but Lemons, do you
I
have
don't want to
any?
be here anymore.
Lemons, do you have any final thoughts or anything like that?
I think overall, there's so much that came out on both console and PC, and I think that the stuff that they've given us, regardless of what platform you're on, you'll be able to make a lot of amazing things with it. Like with the grass and with the water and with all that stuff. I can't wait to see the amazing builds people are gonna do. We could see like a fledged Sonoris on console. I remember who had posted that a while back on PC? Was that Mike Doherty, I think? Or was that DOJ?
What? Sorry, just repeat yourself again there.
Like the fledged Sonoris. I remember somebody jokingly released it, like put out like a tease about it. I believe it was either DOJ or Mike Doherty, but I'm not 100%
One
sure.
of the two. I cannot remember.
I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
But no,
We
just
got
like
quite a few questions.
totally, it just gives it so many more opportunities, and I can't wait to see the new things people come up with. So
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's very cool.
Absolutely. It's going to be great. It's going to be really cool. One more question, and then we'll finish off the show for tonight. Well, two more questions. Maybe I'm late, but any rumors on what they might be adding to 120 or what their roadmap might look like in 2023? It is way too early to comment on anything like that. We are going to have to wait until 119 hits stable, and then we can start with the speculation, because they may add stuff into experimental still. Maybe they'll fix something or change anything, and then we can finally talk
or new
about
features,
that. Yeah, well, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
the milk,
And the second question, I'll go to you as well, B. Just give us a minute. Will they ever add bicycles again? Standalone never had it. It would be really cool, but I'm not too sure if well, before I could say not too sure the vehicle physics could handle it, but we're in new territory now. So maybe we'll see. We shall see. If a mod does it properly, great, but we'll see. And if anyone wants to join the show to give their 2 cents for an episode or two, how would one do that? So in the Discord, we always do have obviously in the general chat in the media, if people talk about something that's quite interesting, we'll always pick that up as a topic. But if you actually want to come on the show, we used to do the player episodes. Boydie used to do them quite a bit during his tenure as a host. We could possibly look into doing something like that. So if you are just a player and you want to come on, you want to talk about DayZ with us, we'll keep you up to date. We'll keep you guys up to date if we're going to introduce that. So we'll see. We'll see. And with that,
one final thing I wanted to say before we ended it off, the backpack that we saw in Hannah, or with Hannah in 1.19.
what backpack? Oh yeah, the backpack
The one that
that
she was
was
wearing,
in
like,
the,
in a bunker.
yeah. Sorry, yeah.
It wasn't actually the first time we've seen it. We saw it in 1.14 on the
Not
survivor
that
wearing the hazmat suit
Not that exact.
that had the
backpack,
patches
though.
on the back.
No, it only had the flower.
But it only had the flower, so there was some stuff that happened following those events, though.
Mm.
So I mean, because the flower is in the same place on this backpack as well, so
Yes, I haven't.
that
come
could have very well
across...
been Hannah.
No, it probably was, to be fair. But I have not come across the backpack in game yet. But it is one of my goals, and it's going to be really cool.
Oh, 100%.
And finally, anything else, Lemons? No, good.
No, yeah.
But seriously, with that, that is the end of episode 121 of the DayZ podcast. I want to thank Dump, Lemons. You've been absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much for coming back. as on the lad champ. I can't even say the fucking phrase. Lad champ moment. I want to thank Kilt Stream. Shut up. It's not gonna happen. I want to thank you, Dom and Lemons, for coming on the show. I really, really do appreciate it. I always really, really appreciate your support. And chat, everybody, you've been fantastic. I really do hope that you know, the Discord link is down below. Get in, get involved in conversations, talk about 1.19. Love to hear your thoughts and opinions. We'll be talking about that quite a lot as the experimental update goes on. Obviously, there'll be more patches coming in to kind of like fix it, update it, see what is fixed and see what is broken. But yes, we're going to be back on same time next week, Friday at 9 o'clock. But of course, before we finish up, Dump, Lemons, what are your spotlights for this week? And no, you can't say the community.
You sure you don't want to go first, Dump Crowd?
Well, why would I go first? I got you.
Okay. My spotlight for this week is going to be Mark's. Mark's has been doing a lot of coverage on 1.19, and he was like one of the first people to hit the ground running with it and was doing so much live. So I think, he's literally live right now, I think, trying to go to the bunker.
I think he is.
I mean, he's been given so much coverage alongside a lot of other creators, but it's nice to see there's people out there that want to give that coverage and want to provide stuff to be able to help with the community. So I mean, good job to him. So
absolutely. He has actually been killing it with YouTube lately, and he's been playing with Facility quite a bit as well. They've both been really tight. It's awesome. Definitely check them guys out. Mark's used to be a part of the podcast team. Still wish him the best. Again, he's absolutely killing it. Really, really is. Dump, what about yourself?
Well, my shout out goes to a new fellow modder. And he actually came into our modding Discord about a week ago. His name is Josie Garfunkel. And he has started to self-teach himself how to mod. I've talked with the guy on one of my streams a little bit, and he has been a pleasure to talk with. And I have been overly impressed. In less than a week, folks, this guy has gone from knowing nothing about DayZ, PC DayZ modding to now having some of his own retextures, for example, and some other things. So if you folks want to give this guy some love and stuff, and also start supporting people like the guy in chat, Josie, right there, do so, because DayZ is only going to keep getting better as DayZ improves, but it's also going to keep getting better as modders keep finding new ways to innovate and to improve DayZ themselves. So yeah, let's welcome Josie into the modding community. I'm so happy to have another person here.
Welcome to the community, dude. Your life is now over.
Yeah, welcome to the obsession.
Lord. And my spotlight, the community. No, it's not.
Oh my god, we gotta stop making that joke.
No, never. It's never. No. I want it on a shirt. Spotlight. I literally want a shirt where it's just got like a spotlight and it's just the community right there. That's what I want on a shirt. Match idea. But
they take the 6 teddy bears.
I've tried to be involved in the community as much as possible this week, and I have struggled because obviously work's been kicking my ass. But I do actually want to give a shout out to Marks as well, and Facility, and I also want to give a shout out to Cracks and Echo and just all the streamers out there that have been streaming 1.19. But I also want to be giving a shout out to the people who've actually been playing experimental, talking about the game, making all the feedback, and especially Mike. Spotlight me, my gun's not loaded. Yeah, spotlight this guy. This guy sucks. I'm joking. No, but especially Mike, who's been a very passionate and vocal person when it comes to the PvP of DayZ, and a lot of features that he's seen with the inertia has been added. Obviously, DayZ, in terms of the PvP in his vision, has got a long way to go, but a lot of people have been talking very vocally, been expressing opinion, giving value feedback to the community, to the DayZ devs, and without them, making this game would be so much harder. But again, I guess that was actually the community. Oops.
Wow.
No, but all you guys, the DayZ devs, everybody in chat, everybody in the Discord, everybody on Twitter has been following the game. You're all killing it. You're doing fantastic. And I can't wait to see you out there in the fields of Livonia getting shot to shit. Because I'm terrible. And by the way, I like Livonia now. I hated it before, and I actually like it now. So that's a positive. That's a positive.
That's when you get right there, just like on that cliffhanger.
Yes. And with that, that is the true end of episode 121. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming along in chat. I really do appreciate it. Much love. Discord links are down below in the description. I shall see you all there. Much love. And good night. See you later, guys.
Adios.
Adios.
Yes.
And with that, we are done. Thank you again, everybody in chat, for coming along. I really, really do appreciate it. It's been absolutely lovely having everybody in. A lot of new faces in the chat. A lot of good questions as well. A lot of good chatter. I really do hope that you guys have been enjoying 119. It's been really awesome. I want to thank DayZ especially for coming in to the chat and talking with us. Poor Scotty getting drowned. Bless his heart. Oh, I feel so sorry for that guy. I really do. But the game's just getting so much better, and the community is as well. Thank you everybody so much for coming along. I really, really do appreciate it. The show gets more fun in each every single week. Episode 120 will be uploaded during the night. If I accidentally fall asleep like last time, it'll be up in the morning, BST. We'll obviously update you guys in the Discord and on Twitter when episode 120 comes out. 121 will be coming out probably next Friday or Saturday as well. So if you want to watch that, go ahead. That would be great. If you want to watch the VOD early, you can become a YouTube member or a patron. Those links will be down below as well. Want to make sure that you guys can enjoy the VOD and obviously have a good laugh about it. If you have any more ideas or feedback on the show, please the Discord in the description, best place to put it. We always read, we try to read as every message in the Discord. We always listen to all feedback. Much love to you all. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Again, see you next time, next Friday. Go check out Mark's stream if he is actually streaming. You know what? I'm going to go check to see if he is. He bloody better be. 'Cause I swear to God. Is he not streaming? Oh, I don't think he is. No, he's not. Oh, that's a shame. He was at the quarry area. Ah, missed it. I must have missed it. No problem at all. Well, anyway, you all have a good night. Much love to you, and I shall catch you all next week. Take care of yourselves, guys. Much love. Have a lovely weekend. Bye-bye.